Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Eric Broadus here, and I welcome you to Snacks Thought. For this particular podcast, today I guess I'll call this one Impeached. Obviously, I guess it's no big secret, and it's all over the news that President Trump was impeached by the House, and obviously the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, was the lead on it, along with Adam Schiff and those guys. But he was. They impeached him. I guess they used Articles 1 and 2, and the first article, it charged him with abuse of power and pressuring Ukraine to give him assistance in his re-election campaign, obviously against the Democrats and whoever else would be competing or running for the presidency in 2020. And the second article, it charged him with obstruction of Congress because he blocked valuable or important testimony and wouldn't allow certain individuals or key individuals to testify when they had sent up certain subpoenas for the impeachment inquiry. So I mean, these two charges going against President Trump. So I'm not exactly sure how this thing is going to play out. To me, it looks like we're in for another battle, or there's going to be another struggle between the House and obviously the Senate. So, and then obviously they're going to take their leave or whatever like that over the holidays, and then I guess they'll reconvene and get back to business. But I really hope that whatever the outcome is, that they get through this ordeal and get through it quickly, so we can get stability and leadership, in our country, and obviously the United States is a major player in world events, and so if our leadership is unstable at the elite level like that, it's a matter of checks and balances, and it throws things off, So if they're not just affecting the citizens in the United States, but they're also having an impact globally, because everything is so tied in together. Everything with the economics and all the different financial and global markets that are tied together. No country, honestly, is really a lone wolf by itself anymore. Everything is tied in, and obviously with the advancement of automation and technology, honestly, we're really all linked together. And I just really hope that they get through this, because we definitely need stability with all the stuff that we have going on. We definitely do not need our politicians squabbling, and fighting. So I'm hoping that they hurry up and get through this, and let's get focused on the big issues at hand, and get these jobs, going, and make sure that the financial markets, are up and running, and keep us out of a recession. I think that there are large issues, but obviously, I can understand their concern, I guess, with the evidence or whatever that they supposedly have on him, with him putting pressure on Ukraine, and I guess threatening to hold back certain types of military aid and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know, but I definitely I just want them to just, hey, let's get through this, and we need to be able to press forward and move on. Because division is definitely not good for any country, and especially a country that's as large as ours. We got 320-something million people. So, we don't need instability. Now, obviously, there are those of us who, with what's going on up in D.C. or Washington, people are not affected. But I think that if this fighting and stuff like that continues on, I think that long term, I think it'll definitely have an effect on everybody. Now, some of us it'll be lesser or greater degrees than others, But so we definitely need some stability in our leadership and at the head, But I mean, this is no offense to anybody that I don't know what your affiliations, whether you're Democrat or Republican, and we have to be honest. I haven't really kept with politics too much, but I do feel that that our president, that he needs to stay off of Twitter and buckle down. Now, I understand that in terms of our economy or certain cuts that he had to make, I understand there was just certain things that there was nothing he could do about it. It's just a plate that was actually given or handed to him. Now there are some things that I thought maybe he could handle better. I think he could do a better job with the with staying off of Twitter, and also with tamping down, like I said, with these race issues or the race relations. I don't think it's a wise thing to stir the pot back up with division between Americans. Like I said, we've gone through enough. And the one thing I will say about President Trump, he may not necessarily always do the wisest things, but the one thing that he has done, he has uncovered the sores, or issues in America that we've been trying to gloss over or been trying to avoid. He is basically like someone putting a spotlight on the areas that we falter in or that we need to heal from. He has definitely, through his antics and the things that he's done and what he stirred up, the lid has been taken off the pot, and it was already hot to a hot boil, and it's begun to spill over, and it is showing the issues and the problems that we have here in the United States of America. And I think that as a nation, I think it comes to a certain point that we need to, deal with it. And you can't deal with an issue if you try to ignore certain things or try to pretend that it's not there or that it never happened. And there's no secret. We all know about, slavery and, racism. I mean, everything from, going all the way back to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We know about it with, certain civil rights, I mean, we do have our issues, lynchings and stuff that, that went on. But, and it goes, like I said, it goes deeper than that. But, I just hope that once we get through all of this mess, that as a country we can actually, face what our issues are, heal from it and basically just move on and get on with life. Because at the end of the day, a human being is a human being and people are people, and we all, the basic human needs are the same. We need food, sleep, we need shelter, we need true love, family, And as human beings, we do need healthy relationships. We're social. We're designed, to be social creatures. That's just the way it is. But the faster we deal, with our issues, up front, from both sides, and just be honest about it. I think the quicker and easier to be for us to move on and just, get on with our lives and get on to what America is truly about, or what it was meant to be. I understand that no country is perfect, and like any other country, we got our problems and we got our issues, but I think it's coming to a certain time where it's time for us to heal up and move on. But you can't move on if you try to lie or ignore certain facts, But impeachment, that's the name of this audio podcast. I'm not going to make this one too long, because what we're seeing as of yesterday is just the beginning. This show is just getting started, so there'll definitely be more to come. But I definitely want to say to anybody out there, it don't matter whether you Democrat, Republican, Independent, no matter what you are, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, we're all, you know what I'm saying, American, you know what I'm saying? And as an American citizen, we have a right, you know, to enjoy any privilege or any rights afforded to us under that Constitution. You know, I served my country honorably in the armed forces, and I almost lost my life. When I went over to Iraq and served, I wasn't thinking about anybody's color. You know what I'm saying? I was over there, you know, to fight for my country regardless of race, creed, or color. It don't matter. At the end of the day, we all bleed, you know what I'm saying, the same, red blood. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when I salute that flag, it's about America and the red, white, and the blue, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there. But that's all I have. For this podcast, the name of it again is Impeachment. You know, but hey, we'll see what happens, you know what I'm saying? But you know, hopefully we can get through this ordeal as quickly as possible, and we can move on to bigger and better things. Please subscribe to my podcast, Snacks Thoughts, SNAKZ Thoughts, and I'm on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, and you know, other social media platforms. And I also have a YouTube channel, which is Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus, YouTube.com, or Eric Broadus YouTube. But yeah, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, share it and spread it. And for those that aren't subscribed, once you subscribe, tap the bell so you can get free subscriptions and live casts and live casts or live videos and streams. But for Snacks Thoughts, hey, subscribe, guys. Share it. I got some interesting topics that I definitely want to talk about, and we will definitely delve into those. But that's all I have for this podcast. Name of it again is Impeached. And I will check you guys on the next one. Peace.